Hey Boyd, how you doing?
I'm good, sir.
Good. Are you a fan?
Yeah, I think this is pretty wicked.
Awesome,
I
man.
like a pair of those claws, actually.
Well, you know, I know the prop maker personally, so I can get you some.
Oh, yeah? Is there just, you're gripping?
Yeah, they're not really embedded in me. So how's it feel to play the last villain in the legacy of Hugh Jackman X-Men movies?
Cool responsibility.
Yeah.
Very cool. No, it's overwhelming, but you get over that really quickly.
Sure.
Man, it's just amazing to get to
Quite an honor, huh?
Quite an honor
Yeah.
to get to play with the likes of Steve Merchant, Hugh Jackman, Patrick Stewart, James Mangold, you know, and then you're not even seeing the crew that's there.
Sure.
You know, incredible talent. Yeah.
Were you an X-Men fan growing up? And if so, did you have any familiarity with Donald Pierce?
I didn't know a thing going into this. I just really concentrated on the script. You know, I thank God it was so well written by James and Scott Frank. It made my life a lot easier.
Sure.
To go out and.
It allowed you to kind of make the role your own, too, I guess.
Yeah.
Not having a familiarity and a bias and all that stuff, too.
Mm-hmm.
So in many ways, it's kind of a blessing in disguise.
Absolutely, yes.
So you play a DEA agent on your Narcos series.
Yep.
So obviously you're playing a good guy on that.
Mm-hmm.
Was this your first time playing a bad guy on screen?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what I always look for roles, is the sort of the gray and the black and white.
Right.
Which, you know, I love things that are very foreign to me, which, you know, I'm probably the furthest thing away from being a cop. And I think I'm really far away from Donald, you know, and I think that's what keeps my curiosity is finding all these voices wherever they lie.
How'd you get your normal hand back?
I sewed that son of a bitch right back on.
Awesome. No scars or anything. I'm really impressed.
Well, we did a lot of graphing. But yeah, I kept it on ice for about 3 or 4 months, and then you got a little tingling sensation.
That'll go away after about a year.
After a year, but
Yeah.
doing a lot of rehab.
Yeah. I actually do that in real life, so I know about those things.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
I didn't know what to expect from your performance. I know familiarity, you know, with you obviously as a character, like I do the other people, and you really killed it. I was really impressed.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, and what I really liked about your performance was you reminded me of like an outlaw from the Old West. Mm-hmm. Were you kind of going for that? It was a futuristic movie, but you reminded me of an old school outlaw.
Yeah, I mean, I did a lot of prep on that, and I did a lot of time thinking about it and rehearsing it. And, you know, a lot of it was written, you know, the voice was written in, some of the cosmetic stuff, you know, I got to create, like coming with the backstory of the tooth and glasses. And, yeah, just making him have a little bit of his own personality, because he is a bit of a rogue.
Sure.
So he's a bit of an outsider, would you say, an outcast, not really welcomed into the group, but he sort of pushes his way in.
Yeah. It's an interesting story with the Reavers. I'm sure you've gotten familiar with them now, how they were like, he was actually, I guess, maimed by Wolverine. That's why he has the robotic arm in the first place. Mm-hmm. So it's almost like he has a vendetta against him.
Yeah, he does, and I think it's also really interesting that he creates X-23 off of sort of his blueprint, or your blueprint, I should say.